Hey everyone, it's Chaos World here, and I've got Sunny with me today, and I'm doing the superhero tag. This is not a new tag, this is quite old. It was created by Tatsuko, and she's not called that anymore. She's now called Books by Alyssa. I don't know if she still has her BJD stuff up, but if you want to see who the creator is, then you can check her out. So let's just get into it. Question number 1. Iron Man. What is your favorite well-known doll company? My favorite well-known doll company, well, at least I think it's well-known, is Little Rebel. I love all of their sculpts. At first, I didn't see the love until I got my first one, and then I was like, the love is there. If I could, I'd buy every single one of their sculpts. Question number 2, Spider-Man. Your spidey senses are tingling. What is a sculpt you always just know, no matter how it is styled? Minnie Fee Chloe. If you can't recognize a Minnie Fee Chloe, and you've been in the hobby for, I'm gonna say at least 2 years. Minnie Fee Chloe. Cannot hide that from me. Number 3, Batman and Robin. Out of your dolls, who is your favorite dolly duo? So I'm gonna post a photo up. My favorite dolly duo, I'm gonna have to say it is Charles and Willow, because they party on the weekends and they just get themselves into trouble. Not illegal trouble, but just they go and go to random guys' houses and party with them. They're like, oh look, there's some ecstasy, why not? They just do crazy stuff together. Or hey, do you want to just go across the country this weekend? Sure, why not? So I guess they're very adventurous and spontaneous, so that's why they're my favorite duo. I know I don't show it a ton in my photo stories because it's really difficult to do that, but that is things they do. 4, Superman. What is your dolly kryptonite? I don't really know what that would be. If it comes to things I hate doing, restringing. I hate restringing dolls. And when I buy dolls secondhand, people are like, oh, it's gonna be more expensive if I send the whole doll. Just send me the whole doll. I will pay it. I don't want to restring. I hate doing it, and I will do everything in my power to avoid it. I don't like restringing dolls at all. And yeah, I do it unless I literally have to. So that would be my kryptonite. Number 5, Aquaman. What is your favorite fantasy sculpt? Oh, that's actually a really hard one for me because I don't really like fantasy dolls. I have one character who's has animal parts. Actually, yeah, I have one character who has animal parts, and yeah, that was enough for me. I'm like, no, I'm not a fantasy type, other than elf ears, but even then, it's mostly for the face I take the doll. If I wasn't too lazy, I'd just shave the ears down, to be honest. But if I had to pick, that is really hard. I think, this is so cliche, but a Minnie Fee Rin. That is my favorite fantasy. She looks so cute. I love her little sheep hooves, and I think she's a sheep anyway. If I'm wrong, you can let me know. Yeah, and her little ears. So that's my fantasy doll. If I had to pick, will I ever get her? Probably not, because fantasy dolls and me don't really mesh very well. Number 6, Captain America. A dolly injustice that may have happened to you. Well, if you've been following me for a while, you probably already know this. A dolly injustice has happened to me. It is being scammed by certain well-known people in the hobby, and I mean, I'm glad that it's out there now that they're scammers, but at the time when I was scammed, it wasn't really out there. Yeah, that's the injustice that's happened to me. Oh, another one is, I bought some clothes secondhand before, and when I got it, there was a horrific smell, so I had to deal with that. I washed them multiple times. It took a while to get the smell out, and I was just not happy with that. So I just knew not to buy from that person again. Number 7, Thor. Who is your heaviest doll? My heaviest doll, oh my gosh, it's actually hard. It's a tie. It's a tie between Richard and the twins, Zayn and Zabi. I'll post a photo. They're quite heavy. Like, if I was going to a meet and I had to carry them around, it's not happening. They're 70 centimeters and they're very thick, resined, heavy boys. So, yeah, you gotta work out with holding them, that's for sure. Number 8, Wonder Woman. What is your favorite female sculpt? That is so hard, actually, because I love a lot of female sculpts. It's actually a really hard one. Ooh, I probably should have thought of this beforehand. I know, guys. I know it took me a minute. This is so freaking cheap, but my favorite female doll sculpt, believe it or not, is the Feeple 60 Chloe. I was gonna say the Minifee Chloe, but I was like, you already said that. Say something else. I used to have 2 Minifee Chloes. I sold one. And I have not 2 full doll. I have 2 Feeple 60 Chloes. Yeah, so I'm gonna say, and I would get another Feeple 60 Chloe. I saw one for sale and I nearly bought it. I really like the Feeple 60 Chloe look, so I think that's my favorite female sculpt. I could probably get like 3 or 4 of them and I don't think I'd be tired of their face. Same thing with Chloe's. Even though everybody and their grandma has them, I find they're really versatile. So yeah. Number 9, Black Widow. Your most bad butt female. So my most bad butt female, I have not introduced you guys. I've been writing about her for a while, and I'm not ready to introduce her yet. She will be an eventually thing, and she does some like really crazy stuff. Like, she's bad butt as in like criminal bad butt. Like, she does some crazy things. So yeah, she's pretty bad. But I would have to say, outside of a character you guys do know, I would have to say it's Charles, because Charles is literally a ride or die to the extreme. I don't know. I think yes, it's a long, really old folder story, but Angel and Rosalina were like on the rocks as usual, and Charles just straight up brought a gun to Angel. She's like, I will kill him. And she brought the gun to him. She's like, I'm gonna kill you type thing. Like, stop messing with my sister. I'm going to kill you. And then he's like, oh no, like, chill. And they ended up talking it out. But Charles is that girl. Like, she does not care. If you mess with her family, she will get you. So yeah, she does. She owns a gun and she will use it. And when she says threats like, I will put you in the grave, she's not kidding. She will do it. And she is a fighter. She gets into a lot of club fights and scraps. She loves to fight. She's a 3rd-degree black belt, so she can fight very well. And she should not be fighting. She's a licensed weapon. She should not be fighting, but she's doing it anyway. So yeah, Charles is my most bad butt girl. She's not afraid of nobody. She will fight you. She will take you down. Like, she'll end you. And she's not scared of jail. 10. Wolverine. Have you ever scratched a doll? Of course I've scratched a doll. Like 10 billion times I've scratched a doll. I feel like if you're in this hobby for a while, I'd say maybe even a year, you've probably scratched a doll. It's nothing severe though. Like, I had these like this nails that I did myself back when I used to like get my nails done and stuff. But I did them myself, and then I think Alpha, and I don't know how, I scratched her, and along her leg, she had this really big, like, nail polish scratch, and I was like, damn it. I did get it off. I don't scratch them often. I scratched my Smart doll. I wasn't even trying. I don't have nails. but they scratch easily, so I scratched her. Easy to take off. And I think that's a big one. All the rest of the scratches my dolls ever had, it's like, if you know when your dolls are really kicky, she's really good for posing. But sometimes when you're like trying to bend their arm, and it'll flip up, and sometimes they scratch themselves in the face. That has happened quite a few times. There was another time where I had a doll, her nails were super long, and I was trying to do like a romance scene, and she scratched the F out of the other doll. But I got the shot, so I was like, damn that I got their scratch, but it was actually, in my opinion, like a pretty good shot, so I was like, whatever. And I fixed it, so yeah, I find scratches aren't too big of a deal, especially when they're not deep scratches, light scratches. Anyway, so that is all the questions. I hope you guys do this tag. As I said, it's an older tag, so maybe you missed it. If you're an older person, you can do it, or maybe you're new and then you can get to do this tag. So that is all for today. Until the next video, bye.